Uh, Hello and welcome to episode 4. You'll notice there's been a very large jump cut between episode 1 through I need to turn down my audio. 1 through 3. 1 and 2 were close by. 3 was a little bit of a jump cut, and then 4, big old jump cut. Lots of progress has been made, but I think at some point I specified that this was not going to be a real series, just kind of something to fill the gap while I needed to fill up a couple days without missing them. Um, Lots of progress. So you can see we've got some create machinery. Let the record show. I did not build this. This was built by one of my friends who's also on the server. That's his house. That's another friend's house. But this is his create machinery. I helped him get into create. Like I showed him the whole water wheels thing, the windmill, and then from here he kind of just built off, making dough. Pretty cool. This is all very overloaded because he's not here. He's been gone for a while. So it's getting overfilled. As you saw, I just picked up 8 cabbage and then 12 cabbage seeds. But yeah, we did that. We did this specific thing right here because this is, you have to use mechanical crafters in Beyond Depth to make waystones. And so we made that. Down here, we made some, it's a kelp farm. That's probably just about full. And then, we also did there's a bamboo farm. It got blown up, but I didn't really pay attention to how he built it before it got blown up, so now it's not working. I kind of feel bad, but what are you gonna do? Um, Rice, growing rice. Rice is going pretty good, except we keep getting straw as well. I'm trying to fast track this because I'm pretty sure someone's gonna one of my family members is gonna get home any second, so I'm trying to fill the gaps of understanding. I don't know where we got the gong from. Pretty cool. It's a lodestone. We crafted waystones, obviously. I have a pet dog. I haven't named him yet. His name's going to be Daniel, so I think just because. This is my pet dragonfly named Digbert. And if you can see, he's got enchantments on him. He's got extra health 3, immunity frame 3, frost fang, and disc jockey. That's why there's a music box floating around him. This is from a mod called, oops, I didn't mean to double click, Domestication Innovation. This is probably one of my favorite small mods I've ever seen. I had to figure this all out and look it up. But it's a mod where you make these collar tags for your pets, and it works, to my knowledge, with pets from pretty much any other mod. I mean, I haven't tried it with everything, but I'm pretty sure it works with Alex's mobs, and I forgot what the one that these dragonflies are from. I'm sure I could just look up dragonfly. From Critters and Companions. Works with that, but yeah, you give them the collar tag at some. Yep, that's my prototype. You can take the color tag. It's crafted with a chain and a copper ingot, and then you can enchant it in an enchanting table or hopefully loot books. Put them on it in an anvil, vice versa. You name the color tag in an anvil to name the creature, but these enchantments will then apply to the creatures. That's why my dragonfly has 45 health. And then I'll explain the night dude in a while. I've been collecting creatures. These are masks from Mowzy's mobs. I'm pretty sure we did stuff like this before in one of my other series. I think. If not, I hate to spoil it, but I've done a bit. I explored the Undergarden, defeated a couple Forgotten Guardians. In this mod pack, you actually can't go to the Nether until you've defeated a Forgotten Guardian, which I thought was pretty interesting. But of the Mowzy's mobs, I've defeated a Pharaoh's-Knight, I've defeated the Sunbird, and I did the Sculptor's Trial, giving me one of my favorite items I've ever seen. What's Tongbi? Is that the sculptor? Do you have to fight him? That's kind of messed up. But I'm kind of got into Farmer's Delight. As you can see, I've got some food and then some create food. I've messed with Tom's Simple Storage. That's why there's so many friggin' chests down here. And I found that Tom Simple Storage directly interfaces with drawers, which is awesome. Just absolutely amazing. And then from here I have a little conveyor belt. I'll show you where that goes. But yeah, so far this is in my house. We got my basement. Lag spikes, my basement. I got into cognition. 92 levels of experience inside of this. Cognition is a mod that's about storing and using experience. It's very unique. I really like it a lot. You basically this thing will eat nearby experience orbs. You can choose the radius on it. You can make it redstone powered if you want. You can store your experience. If I just press all, my 19 are gone. They've gone into here, and then you can retrieve all. Now I'm level 92, 26,001 experience points. It's pretty cool. And then, forget what the enchanter's from. It's not from Cognition. Oops. Where are you? From Enchanting Infuser. It's really cool. Basically you have the Enchanting Infuser. That's what I have here, and then you have the Advanced Enchanting Infuser. This one, obviously, I can't afford right now. But the Enchanting Infuser is really cool and unique in that, let's say you take like a, I don't have any unenchanted items out here. I can just take one of my swords. You can throw it in here, and then see, you can just bring up whatever enchantments you want on it. But you have to be able to afford the level. See, it goes up to 8, telekinesis. Like, let's say I try to put everything on this that I can. Wow, swords are really cheap, aren't they? Fun fact, pets are not cheap. You'd have to have 53 levels of experience to do that. Whereas, obviously, enchanting an enchantment table could be better, but you don't get to pick what you get. So, it's really cool in that aspect. But, and then the upgraded one. I don't remember what the upgraded one does. Let's see. One thing I liked is that they covered it in here. See, you've got the Molecular Metamorpher, Staff of Attunement, Experience Obelisk, and Precision Dispeller. You've got these. The upgraded one, choose, modify, and remove enchantments for your gear. Repair your gear with levels. Okay, so that's what the better one does. Yeah, it starts with the obelisk. You already saw what that does. Then it goes to the Staff of Attunement. You can use the Staff of Attunement to just connect the obelisk to the Molecular Metamorpher, this thing. See, this says 92 right here. This is a crafting station for this mod at Cog. Now, if we click U, so you can use it to turn like cobblestone to gravel, apple into alloyed apples, strained feathers, cognitive flux into cognitive crystals. These are crafting items for this mod. You need cognitive flux. You can loot most of these crafting items. I don't think you can loot the Forgotten Dust or the Matrix though. But yeah, you can loot the dust, the amalgam, and the crystal and assembly to my knowledge. But yeah, you use these and you cook them to make those, and then you can craft them into these here, or if you want to save, you can craft them here. You make the ingots like that, or like that, and then the astute assembly is very expensive, and then the primordial assembly is just a sapling, a gold ingot, and an astute assembly, and 15 experience levels. This is a lot, I know. I really wish I could have covered it on video, but at the time when I was playing, I was still very heavily invested in Resident Evil and was ignoring the upcoming deadline of days I needed to fill. But yeah, it's really cool. It's not cheap. I mean, obviously you need lapis, nether quartz, and soul sand or soul soil, which you need to at least have been to the nether to do. But yeah, so that's that. This thing is just like a grindstone. You can put things in, except you can pick. Let's put something with multiple enchantments like this. You can pick what you want to take off of it. But if you want to remove curses, it costs 30 levels flat. Whereas if you remove normal enchantments, you get some experience back. It's really cool, really interesting. This is made out of cod slices, which is just using a knife on a fish. And it's also made out of rice, which, you know, rice, we have a rice farm. You just cook the rice into a bowl. Pretty easy. This is made out of I can't look it up, dang it. Well, I can look it up, it's made out of a tomato, a beetroot, a bowl of rice, and cooked mutton chops, which cooked mutton chops are the exact same as the other one. You use a knife on raw mutton. Very easy. Honeyed apples, I'm sure everybody knows Create, so you already know this one, but you just put an apple on a depot and have it shoot honey into it. And then that's pretty much the main mod stuff I've done. See, there's the hat from the Ironwrought Knight. Here's a spiritual guide sombrero, and then a normal sombrero, and these are sets of armor I've collected. We've got solar crystal, which is made from solar crystals. They're found in the nether. They're practically everywhere. And then you can upgrade them to lunar, which lunar is found in the overworld. I found mine in a cave, but I don't know if they're only found in caves. So, there is that. Oops. This mod also obviously has nutrition, thus the blue hearts, and me checking my dietary effects. This armor is made out of enemies that spawn. See, Nightmare Mask. You get this off of a lot of enemies. Like, this is very common stuff. The skull is only off of Nightmare Stalkers, which suck, but I'm strong enough to fight them finally. And then dark metal is made out of the nuggets, which you just cook dark metal pieces, which you get off of normal enemies at night. And then chainmail, obviously. Tattered, I got off of enemies. Geomancer, I got from killing the... not killed, I looted it. And then I crafted the rose gold. I'll show you right here. Oh wait, no, this. Just gold and copper, and then it's used like a smithing table with what is it? Iron, right there. And you can craft these. Pretty cool stuff. Small jump cut. That guy showed up. I was just gonna show you him. Oh my gosh, he just killed that guy. I'm trying to kill these, okay. So this guy's called a missionary. Normally he's like just pain incarnate. Like you can see he's still doing damage to me, even with my decent armor. And he summons zombies, but thankfully I've made my sword finally good enough. And if you see, it was raining until I, you know, put him to sleep. He makes it rainy, and when it's rainy like that, you whatchamacallit? Nighttime mobs will spawn during the day, which is freaking crazy. Yeah, sorry, that was kind of hard to explain while fighting, but yeah, that mod that adds him is called actually I'm not gonna eat that one. Has this gone down? Yeah, it has. Eat a honeyed apple. In case you're wondering why I'm watching, if your sugar gets over 80, you get hunger for some reason. And it makes sense, logically, but, you know. You put the maggots in my food chest, make everybody grossed out. But, yeah, those guys are from a mod called Bowen. Yep, Born in Chaos. Born in Chaos is what adds the Nightmare Stalker, which also the Nightmare Armor, obviously, by extension, as well as another set of armor I haven't gotten yet, as well as some of the items you'll see downstairs. But it also adds that dude called the Missionary, and that one sombrero I had, and a couple items. But I'll explain the knight that's standing in my living room in a second. I just want to finish off this stuff. So yeah. Born in Chaos introduces the Skullbreaker's Hammer, this Nut Hammer, the Soul Saber, the Intoxicating Dagger, the Spirit Divider, the Pitchfork, the Ritual Dagger, and the Spider Bite and the Nightmare Scythe. Now, the sword, the Night Sword, is from Legendary Monsters, and so is this Golden Halberd right here. This is the axe of the Ironwrought Knight, which we already explained from Mousy's Mobs. This is from the Undergarden. I think everybody remembers the Undergarden if they watch my other series. Fun little dimension. And then the Tendon Whip is from Alex's Mobs. You have to fight that one-word freaky lady to get the tendons. And this sword the Caelestis is from Simply Swords. It is the same mod that gives me this sword as well as the other items you saw me using in the previous video. I think I was using an Iron Chakram, but it basically just adds a bunch of new swords and melee weapons. And yeah, it's really cool. I like it a lot as well. Like, this mod pack has so many good mods that I've never seen before. But they've got most of these ones that you see, like the Caelestis, this, like all of these fancy looking ones are all uniques. I mean, obviously, this sword has an upgrade line, but I don't know how to get the sword itself. But most of these are unique items that you have to loot. You can't craft them, which I got really lucky when I found that sword. And then, to try to continue this on quick, we've got Create, Water Wheels. The Water Wheels, all of these, everything here is ran off these Water Wheels. I set up these machines abysmally. Do not yell at me. Boom. This is before I had speed controllers, and then all of this was working. This goes up there, and then I ran out of stress on that machine that's right up against the wall. So I put down more Water Wheels, but because of how I connected them, I had to use a gear shift to keep the rotation going the right way. And now they're spinning at freaking super speed, which I find hilarious. But yeah, that goes up to my tree farm. These go into this wall right here, which then gearboxes and then this one goes here. The one that's on this wall goes to make this machine, and then the gearboxes lead up to this gearbox, which does these. Obviously, fan with lava, fire, and then a soul campfire basin. Give me 1 sec. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, basin, hammer, mechanical press or whatever. This is my, what's it called? Precision mechanism setup. Small cogs, big cogs, iron nugget. You put it through here, they stamp it. Then as you can see down there, there's a conveyor belt, and it brings it out and around and puts it back into here, so I don't have to. And so it just runs itself through it. I'd show you, but then I'd have to restock these, and I'm lazy. This machine, as you can see, it's a pump that sucks water out and puts it into the basin. I'll just show you, actually. I bet this is really trippy to watch. Yeah, this mod also has relics and artifacts. So I have running shoes, bunny hoppers, a hunter belt, and night vision goggles. This is from Cognition, but we just grab like a bunch of these saplings that I have. And then we throw the saplings into this water. Obviously not all of them went in, but they'll go through as they go through, but yeah. So what it does is it grinds the oak saplings into pulp. The pulp gets dropped out onto this conveyor belt. I forgot to cover this stuff up in the wall, but the conveyor belt gets stamped by the mechanical press and turns into cardboard. I'll show you why I made cardboard actually really soon. Also, if you're wondering how I got 92 levels in here, is it's one of the reasons why I'm using making cardboard. I'll show you. By the time I get back, that should be ready. Oh, this knight is from the same mod that one sword and the golden halberd were from. It's just called Legendary Monsters. It's a lot like Born in Chaos. It just adds a lot of new enemies and stuff. I claim the blocks here, so creepers don't blow up stuff. Don't fishing rod me. And you're gonna fishing rod me. But yeah, so I have semi-automatic cardboard generation. This is a sugarcane farm, obviously with Create using harvesters. Goes into just this. It has 144 in it right now. This is my Create tree farm that I have failed to do a good job of making because the corners don't get cut down. But yeah, it's just a big tree farm. Same concept as the sugarcane farm and other ones I've made in the past. It's just got saws. It replants it using the deployers on the back. I just filtered the deployers to only grab saplings. And see these edge ones, if I just like wait for like this one to grow or the one next to it to grow, it'll cut down both now that I destroyed the bottom of it. So but yeah, so that goes into here, into a chest, and then this packager pulls the, here, we'll show you. The packager will take the stuff that gets put in, makes it into a package. See, and here's the other side of that conveyor belt, and I just put dirt on it like a freaking idiot. But yeah, it goes onto the conveyor belt, and that conveyor belt leads into the one in my house that I showed you that leads into the back of the drawer. And that's why I have so much freaking wood and saplings and apples and sticks. See? 19,000 wood, 5,800 saplings, or sticks, and saplings, and then apples. I need to grab that dirt off of my thing, though. I'm sure that'll break my system. I went the wrong way. Where's that dirt? There it is. See, but then it goes into this packager, which unpackages it and puts it into this drawer right here. Now, Tom Simple Storage, it's a very simple storage mod. All connected inventories are interfaced through my thing upstairs, including drawers, which is awesome. And then this is just a trim. The trim is just an extra block to keep it connected, see, because they would be disconnected right here. So it counts all these chests as part of the system as well. And then, you know, obviously I'll just encircle the whole room in chests. But I did cobblestone, dirt, which I actually don't have any dirt, which is funny. And then deep slate, and then obviously my tree farm stuff. That's all that I've got there. I've made a bounty board. I haven't yet to use it, though. Oh, it's different now. It has been changed. Decree. Cleric supplies. This is different than it was the first time. That's pretty interesting. But, yeah. So, I just wanted to try to explain everything, and then I think one of the last things I need to explain, I guess, I'll show you. See, lunar armor is made out of these, or solar armor is made out of solar crystals and gold blocks. You then take the solar armor and you mix it with lunar stone, which they're huge veins that are underground. Or maybe everywhere, I don't know, but mine was underground. And you just mine the lunar stone, mix it with the solar crystal, and make lunar boots. I enchanted my armor using my setup downstairs. This bow was made, because remember I told you I killed the forgotten golem dude or whatever from the Undergarden. Because I killed multiple, I got this ingot, 4 emeralds, and then, you know, just a bow and power crystals, which that's what power crystals are made out of, and that's how I got this bow. It's very nice. And then my sword is a runic longsword. Runic longswords are made out of a diamond one. See, I found one that had mending on it, and then I crafted another one, and then put all the good enchantments on the new one, and then mixed it with my mending one, because, you know, mending is a hot commodity. And then I made it into netherite because I looted a bastion and got a netherite ingot out of it. And then I made it into a runic longsword with a diamond and a runic tablet, which runic tablets, they're not terribly common, but I still have 10. You just kind of loot them. I've just looted them. That's all there is to it. Like, you just find them. Oh yeah, while I was exploring, I found a villager fossil and put it together. There's a wild ferret on my roof and an alley. I've just kind of collected creatures. I've still got my pigs in a hole. Excuse me, sir, don't do that. Bonk. See, pretty cool. I've got pigs in a hole and some ferrets. I think the ferrets just fell in there. But yeah, that's, I think to my knowledge, the gist of everything that I've done. This just has bowls in it, so then I can keep this stocked. I'll just throw more rice in here. But yeah, I think that's everything. Did I miss anything? I'm trying to think. This dude, the knight, I got from a dungeon. I got from a dungeon that had a, like, paladin dude in it. It was just a bunch of knights, and then at the very bottom there was a big room with a paladin. If you kill the paladin, you get a corrupted soul. And then I made it into the... I didn't do that one. I did this one. Made the Night Summoner. he just works like a pet. See, now he walks when he follows me when he's in walk mode, and in sit mode he just chills. Pretty cool. I think that's about everything house-wise. Oh wait, no. My 2 more things. There's the bees. This is where my honey comes from, obviously. It's a singular beehive that just pumps down into this tank, and you know, I'm having another honey problem with them being overpopulated. But yeah, the create pump, that's what the windmill's attached to. It just pumps the honey into the tank, which goes down into the depot. Easy. And then one of the last things in my house is the villagers. I have villagers. My friend who lives in that house and did the create stuff, he helped me get some villagers. Because you can't just pick them up in this mod. Oh yeah! I'm getting so distracted. Boom. Infected bookshelf. Remember, I put a normal bookshelf here. This stuff is called Nutrient Agar. It's made out of fluorescent agar, which is Forgotten Dust, and fluorescent jelly, which you make fluorescent jelly with the sugar, and either apples or, you know, different berries. Jelly. 2 levels. And then there's these things called bibliophages. These guys, which are crafted out of this, which remember, I make that out of that. Bam. That's how you make those guys. These guys, you infects bookshelves, generating XP in the process. Use on a valid bookshelf to infect it. So when you click one of them on a bookshelf, it turns into this one, an infected bookshelf, and the infected bookshelf itself can infect other bookshelves around it. What an infected bookshelf does is, sorry, I'm gonna run and grab my sugar cane real fast. All right, so I grab most of my sugar cane, craft that into paper. Put the paper into there. Then we just take cardboard and paper. That's why I was making the cardboard and the sugarcane farm. It's for books. And with the books, I can obviously just make... Well, I did that terribly. Bookshelves. And you take your bookshelves, you infect them with the bibliophages. And then what happens when you infect them with the bibliophages is they turn into these infected ones. The infected bookshelves themselves can infect other ones around it, so it can spread. That's why they're separate from my enchanting setup, is because they spread. The agar, like I said, is made out of fluorescent. In order to turn a fluorescent into a nutrient one, which is the one in the back, is it needs to be infected 4 times. So basically, you just make the fluorescent agar, and then put it around some bookshelves that are infected, and they'll infect it over and over again until it turns into a nutrient. And then nutrient removes the need for the bibliophage itself. Now, what these infected bookshelves do is they think of it like a durability bar. Like a durability bar you can't see. It slowly breaks down. That durability bar goes down, but every time it goes down, it pops out an experience orb. See, like that. And then this dude sucks it up. And when you have a ton of bookshelves and they're all infected, you get a lot of experience. Like, this is like 4 or 5 full walls of experience from those bookshelves. But yeah. And then I forgot to point out these enchanted bookshelves. These go along with the enchanting infuser, to my knowledge. No, these are from Cognition. So there's archiver bookshelves, which is written books and planks, which I didn't make because it's a whole thing. And then just planks and enchanted books make enchanted bookshelves. So the archiver ones have an enchanting power of 1.5, so they're 0.5 better than normal bookshelves. And then the enchanted ones are 2.0, so they're twice as good as normal bookshelves. That's what these back ones are. I made them because I didn't have access to sharpness 5 or fortune 3 until I had my enchanting power high enough. That's why those are like that. Oh yeah. Now we can go to my villagers. I have that guy. He has a smithing table, but I haven't traded with him. This dude, post all that stuff. He's like the most recent thing I did. He trades mending for 30 emeralds. So, I know there's better prices, but, you know, fight me. All the other rooms are empty for now, except this very last one. It has 2 farmers in it. Once you slap down a 3rd bed, they make a kid. Then you can just steal the kid and put him... You can pick up baby villagers. You can't pick up small ones, but you can pick up baby... I mean, you cannot pick up big ones. You can pick up babies. And when you pick up the babies, obviously, just put them in a room, let them grow up, and give them a profession. You know, all that fun jazz. But yeah, nighttime... Oh! If you watched episode 1, I think, it ended with me getting killed by the invisible enemy that kicked me off the tree. I don't know if you remember that. I fell off the tree and died because something invisible was attacking me. That's what the Nightmare Stalker is from Born in Chaos. Nightmare Stalker's skull makes the armor. The Nightmare Stalker is the dude who killed me in that first episode. He was the invisible guy. There, now that that's been covered, I'm happy now. I feel very accomplished with myself right now. I can't shoot for crap though with this bow. Aha, I got him. And then if you just want to see the enchantments I'm using, it's just can you don't? Enchant ender pearls? Oh. I should have left those downstairs. But yeah. This it gets 33 armor piercing, 33% armor piercing because of the bow itself. Then it has telekinesis, unbreaking, power, and infinity. Telekinesis just means that anything that dies from it, the items are teleported directly into my inventory. Like, think of this pig. It's going to drop rotten flesh and probably a golden nugget. See that little line? It only dropped rotten flesh, but my sword also has telekinesis. I know I don't really need it on it, but yeah. I guess it didn't give me the sword, but it gave me the rotten flesh. But yeah, the sword has very similar enchants. Looting 3, Sweeping Edge 3, Sharp 5, Unbreaking 3, Mending, and then the 3 loot, or, you know, the modded ones is Death Wish, which makes it deal more damage the less health I have. Leech, which has a chance to steal positive effects, hunger, or health from enemies. And then Pulsation increases damage and knockback. That's why I'm still doing a lot of knockback with it, even though I don't actually have the knockback enchantment itself on it. But yeah. And then my pickaxe just has efficiency, telekinesis, unbreaking, fortune, and mending. Man, that was a lot. Oh look, most of them are infected now. Let's hop down one more. Bam. Put those in there. But yeah, see? It's going up. You can just watch this number go up a little bit. If it will. Yeah, see, there you go. It's eating the experience orbs that these bookshelves are decaying into. They do give more if you use the Archiver or Enchanter bookshelves. If I had these, way more experience, but it's kind of expensive. They try to tell you to use Create to do the stamper, or the printer to make more enchanting books and stuff, but I'm good for now. That was half an hour of explaining. I'm sure everybody clicked off of this video 20 seconds in, but at least I tried. And if people care, they know where I'm at now. I think one of the last things I have to do is I'm going to run there on foot. See that thing called Quest Giver? That's my dude. See that hunting, kill spider, progress 7 out of 7. I'm going to turn that quest into that guy. If you remember, I met him in the previous episodes. I've just been taking quests from him. There are other quest givers, but sentimental value and all. But yeah, I'm going to run over there. Hey, our friend is back. See? Remember? Does this seem familiar at all? That's because it was him. He's the one who did it. In episode 1 or 2. I was trying to fight that guy because I want his hat. Then our friend at Nightmare Stalker had to show up. There he is. That's what he looks like normally. Forgot the blocks actually break here because, you know, it's not within claimed chunks. But yeah. The whole darkness thing and stuff kind of sucks. I'll just keep climbing. I just wanted to show him off so then people knew who I was talking about. He's the guy who killed me in the first episode. He's very obnoxious. Doesn't stop. Has some crazy regen, and he gives you Wither. Man, I wish this blindness would go away. Where'd you go? Dude, I hate that you're not visible. I'm just gonna kill him now. The hard part is I'm pretty sure this mod pack has progressive difficulty. So I'm pretty sure the longer this thing goes on for, the more damage he does. Or like the crazier he gets. Because he never did the wither before when I fought him in my earlier stuff that you weren't here for. But now he does wither effect and it really sucks. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah. That was the Nightmare Stalker. He really sucks. I hate him a lot. His claws and skull are what made me some of those weapons and armor. Anyways, continuing on to our quest giver. And that guy's called a life taker, life stealer. He sucks. He's very similar to the Nightmare Stalker in that you just don't want to fight him. I want to kill I was trying to kill the ink dude behind him, but then he appeared. It's pretty tanky. Do you have a shield? No, you don't technically have a shield. But see, he also gives you wither, though. And he does that stupid attack, which will hurt a lot and give you even more wither if you had one. But yeah. He heals as he deals damage. That's why you just don't want to go outside at night in this game. I mean, in this mod pack, it's just death. I'm just being dumb and braving the element because I want to show off what's in this mod pack because I think it's really fun. Who and what just hit me? Was it that status effect I had? I'm assuming. Anyways, back to continuing to the quest giver. Now that it's daytime, there shouldn't be any distractions. See, doesn't this place look so familiar? Don't you recall me being a corpse right here-ish? That was here. This is our same friend from that episode when I was scared to loot his chest. And I left stuff in here that I never came and retrieved. That's so funny. Let's just throw all this in my backpack. I'll just put it away later. Don't worry about that. Oh wait, that's not what I meant to do. I forgot that I left all this in here. That's so funny. Oh, that's why I don't have pumpkins. No wonder. I was like, I swear I had pumpkins. I was trying to craft something recently, and I was like, I know I have pumpkins. But yeah, there you go. You do his mission, he gives you stuff. I got iron ingot piles, some mushroom stew cups, and 19 emeralds. Then you just click on him again, and he gives you a new one. Kill 4 skeletons. Pretty chill dude, not gonna lie. That's my 4th quest I've done for him. Because the first one he gave me, if you remember, was piglins. Which is just not doable for a while. Yeah. But yeah. Episode 4 was pretty much just catching back up to where catching everyone up on what's been happening. Because this is gonna be all that's posted for 2 weeks in November. So yeah, I hope you guys are excited for a pseudo Minecraft series. I'm going to end it here though, because I just wanted to catch everyone up on what's happening. Oh, see, look, he cut the one that was in the corner down, but then he gets that one. Is he gonna get that other one? No, he misses that one. Weird corners, weird corners. But yeah, just making this to catch everybody up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day or night or whenever you decide to watch this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!